Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Gridiron Studios props, driver side and passenger side attachment kits for the Vamp. One is a gunner, one is something else. I'm not really sure what you want to call it. Anyway, they're platforms for it. We're going to see how it goes. Now, we're just adding on. We've already done the roll bar. We're going to be adding these two on. We'll take a look at how we'll see how they look, see how easy they go on. I believe so far everything is just supposed to be kind of a snap in place. So anyway, there's no reason to waste any more time. You guys already know what you get with Gridiron. So let's just get right into it. But before we do, you know the deal. Take a second. If you like this Gridiron stuff that I'm giving you, and I've given you a lot of Gridiron, take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a video like this. Now let's go take a look at this. Alright, so we'll start with the passenger side first, and before anyone makes any comments, yes, I know this minigun, or this dual minigun here, it was not technically made for this. This is what was given to me. It does fit on here. I can change it for the 50 cals that came with the Vamp to begin with, if I really wanted to, but I have it up there. That's how Greg wanted it. So, let's take a look at everything that we're going to get. So, here we have the side, and we have the mount here. For the machine gun, this is going to open up so we can keep the bullets, well, the ammo canister, the bullets and everything. You have a nice looking cage here. And I love the fact that it's a nice, it's a nice bar. And this, again, it seems very, very solid. It's not your cheap 3D print. So when people, make fun of it, say that, hey, all they do is 3D print stuff. Yes, they do. But it is meant to hold up. Here we can see there are some digital readouts, some buttons and stuff, and then you have your Gridiron Studios logo. On the bottom, you have two arrows, so this is telling you where it's going to connect at. But you have your nice detail on here. I think that all looks pretty nice. So let's see just how this goes on. And by looking at it, I'm going to assume it's going to snap right on like that. Oh my gosh, it just pushes on. I'm sorry, I'm like so blown away. Look, so there's a lip here that's gonna, okay, so here's your lip. You can see there's an arrow. All right, so it's gonna it grasps over this. And then these just kind of slide right in. And I didn't even think it'd be that easy, but yep. There it is. Wow. That is not even 30 seconds, obviously, as you could see. All right, so we have our machine gun. Now, this definitely looks more like what Tunnel Rat should have had in many ways. But it's meant so, it's supposed to look like it can come off because it has a bipod here. Now, the bipod is built into it. You have a port for blast effects. Nice vent, you can see right through my hand. Look at all those holes right there. You don't get this on most injected molding weapons. But the detail on it is real nice. You have your butterfly handle here. And then obviously, so you can look and see exactly where you're aiming at. It should just plug right in. Now, technically, you could use this on the back if you wanted. And I don't know why you'd buy this to put that up there, but you can if you want, and maybe we'll do that in a second. Now, it is very loose, so it's not going to stay in place. You're actually going to have to make your figure hold it in place and where you want it. And this thing here, again, it just slides right in. There's no real resistance, so it can move. Technically, they could step out of the Vamp and fire over here. You flip that up here. You could fire over the Vamp. Let's say he gets shot down, and now you're going to use the engine as cover. So there you go with that. And these here are, there's stacks of bullets that I believe are just supposed to go right in here so we can look at it. That's going to close up. So you can feed the bullet belt in like so. And it feeds all the way up here. So we'll throw this up here. I'd say we put this on like this first. So here, I guess you are made to look down inside. So you can see the bullets, right? So they're kind of there. This whole canister is being used as to hold the bullets. It's kind of weird, to be 100% honest. And then you just have an extra canister. I'll have to look through the pictures and see, but there's nowhere for this to feed in. So that just feeds in directly like that. You're there to meant to see this. I guess you can put that up right there, because you always need some extra bullets. Now, quickly, we'll take a look at this, and I will pop this off. And I think we can just easily... Oh, you can throw it in the middle. So this one up here, the back one, I believe is made directly for the housing of the Vamp 50 cals. This up here is meant for the Gridiron. They're two different sizes. But we could throw this up on here, and then you could just fire it across. Raise it up just a little bit. You can fire it across. So again, they are making these things very interchangeable. You create them however you want, and you can have fun. And they're making, if this is what you're into and you want to just keep creating, they're doing a great job for you. So now let's get into the other side. All right, so here we go. I swapped out the 50 cal so they can shoot over. There's another piece that's coming, and the miniguns, as cool as they are, it will shoot right across, and it probably won't be high enough for the rest of the assembly. So I figured, hey, you know what? Let's do it like this. So here's what we're going to get. This is the other side of it. And as you can tell, it's just printed the exact opposite. You have your Gridiron Studios, you have your display and your buttons. Now, rather than have a machine gun here, because he'd kind of be hard pressed to fire it, it is just a carrying system. So same thing here. We got the hook. This thing just kind of wraps up there and just pops right on. And so we're able to take it off just as easily as you put that thing on. Here we have a shotgun. I can't tell if it has any. Here's a port for blast effects. It's got the bullets right here on the side. I don't believe they are. Nope, they do not come off, so don't try. But you look at that paint, and again, these are all hand-painted. 3D printed, hand-painted. Bullets look amazing. You got the red tips. You got the gold. Nice brown here. Brown handle. Trigger guard. Here we have a holster for it. All right. So this is just going to kind of go straight down, so you can keep it in place where you want it to go. All the design on it, it really does look more leather than anything, or some sort of, something like that. And I think that might just be the 3D print. And as you can see, it just kind of hooks right there. I'm going to scroll through here really quick so I can see exactly. It's just supposed to pop right on there. At least that's what it's showing here. I think I have it the other way. I think I'd have it backwards. Now that would make more sense. So that just goes straight down like this. So now a shotgun is right there. Now you can put the other shotgun inside there. It's not a problem. And we've already seen that we have an extra ammo canister. Here we have another fuel canister. And then we have the chain. So all of this stuff can easily go right in here. Obviously you can use the chain. You can hook to the back here. I would assume that it can connect to the back, or what else is it going to be good for? I don't want to try and break it. That's not going to go around, so it's not going to go around there. And yeah, so the chain, I don't really know where I'm supposed to hook this to. And I can tell you right now that I'm scrolling through the pictures, trying to figure out exactly how I'm supposed to hook it to something. And I got a piece of that cellophane connected to me. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you could hook it up top here, but that's not going to have enough strength to pull a vehicle. So I don't understand. It's a nice idea, but it already has a winch. So the way that I see it is, if you have one side, you almost have to have this side. You know, just symmetric. Just the symmetry of it. And then you have another canister that you can, I don't think you can fit it all in there. But let's look at the canister. I kind of forgot to. So you have your oil, Gridiron Studios, and then you have the actual logo vented on the bottom. That's probably just for the 3D print. But again, oil would leak out. I feel like there's some things that they needed. They just wanted to have on here. They wanted to show, hey, that we can do this too. I'm not sure if all of this was needed. I think just having the gunner side and then this, you don't need all the extras, and packing them together for, let's say, $40 rather than $30 each probably would have been a better deal for a lot of people. I didn't need another shotgun. So there I can put the chains in. This, again, ammo canister goes over here, but in my personal opinion, eventually what's happening is you're just cluttering this. I don't know how these figures, you know, in real world, how they're supposed to get in and out. And now you have doors coming, you have all kinds of stuff, and we'll see as it comes. But so this is how it looks. It doesn't really make it that much bigger. It adds maybe a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch on either side. But we can just pop it off real easy. So that is extremely nice. Now what we're going to do is let's take a figure that I have. We'll take this Johnny Reno Grunt. Thank you very much. Cages Customs, Johnny Reno. I'm going to throw him in here. And if Johnny is looking, yes, the microphone did snap off. But this is one of the customs, one of the OG customs. I definitely do appreciate it. Now this is going to be really difficult. So I always like to show you guys how things work. And as cool as this is, there's not a lot of room in this. So I would say Grunt is one of the smaller looking, one of the smaller figures, and we're able to get it on here. He's not going to be moving it around a lot, I can tell you that much. But I mean, it is cool. I mean, there's not going to be a lot of kickback on it because it's mounted. So if you are shooting over here at Cobra, you know, then you have Rock and Roll driving this thing, giving you the hook 'em horns, the double horns, whatever you want to call them. So there you go. That is the driver's side and the passenger side Gridiron props, accessories. Again, if it's something you want, it's something you need, it is available. So let's go take some pictures with this and then see how it looks. All right, so there you have it. That is the second review. I did these together. There's no use doing one at a time. They came out at the same time. I think they should be sold together. Again, I think going with a $40 price point of having both of them and then giving you a few less things. You know, you have the mounted gun here, you have the bullets. I don't think you need everything else. Just my personal opinion. The other thing is you don't have to buy everything to make it, you know, the way, you know, you don't need to buy everything for it to look right. You could just go with the roll bar. You could just go with the side mounts, which I really do like the side mounts because it makes it easier. You can put a person on here. You've probably seen it in the pictures, but again, they do give you a lot of stuff. They are $30 each. Go off screen really quick so I can put that thing down. It is $30 each. So right there, that's $90. You know, for shipping and handling, you know, it's like $5, and there's 2 more things coming. Now you're at the price of the Vamp. And again, if you want to work up to where you have a $250 Vamp, you have the option. But let's just say you like the roll bar. Pick up the roll bar, don't worry about it. Maybe you're like, hey, I need the sides because I like the gunner mount. Go for it. Maybe you only want one. I guess. I don't know why you'd want only one. I feel like symmetry is a huge issue with me with a lot of things. I think a lot of that comes back to when I was working out all the time. You want to be as symmetric as possible. But anyway, that's it. I need to go take some pictures with this so I can do the opening and have pictures to put out there. So I'm going to get out of here, but you guys know the drill. Don't go anywhere. Please take a second. If you're on Facebook, Punks with Toys, that's the Facebook group page, because once you join, you're a punk with toys. Instagram, a punk with toys. There's 2 of them. Follow them both. I'll put out 2 different types of content. Yet it's still a lot of the same. Last but not least, you know the deal. If you like this type of stuff, you like Gridiron stuff, you like GI Joe Classified, if you like gargoyles, go watch the damn gargoyles video. Like gargoyle, not gargoyle. If you like Gridiron, take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and you will be notified every time I drop something like this. Now, don't go anywhere. What I'm going to do is right up here is going to be the roll cage that I did, and down here will be all the other Gridiron stuff that I reviewed. Take care.